Hey y'all, hey.
Hey, happy Thursday.
I'm excited because Cardi, we can see you, we can hear you. You look good today.
You stop lying.
I'm
Stop lying. I know a lie when I hear one. First two things are right. I look a hot mess.
I see the live. I look like a hot mess too. I'm in the basement. I mean, not in the basement, in the living room and shit. Yes. Hey, Rockstar.
What's up, all the beautiful people?
You got a drink? Ew.
Go Phils. We clinched yesterday. Red October, baby. We're back.
You watch baseball?
Yeah, I'm a big baseball fan.
Really? I find it to be so boring.
I'm 4 for 4. Phillies, Birds, Flyers, Union.
I can understand watching the hockey. Hello, love, hello. But I really can't understand watching baseball. It's like, what's exciting about it?
I used to play it, so I know how exciting it can be.
Okay.
Baseball watching, if you're not a fan,
Oh, your audio sound a
it's
little
really
choppy, babe.
boring looking at it. Brought up.
Here we go. You sound like Mr. Robotnik. We got, but
God damn it! I ain't doing anything this time though.
I know we won't work through it. But you my dear need to make an investment. Is all I'm going to say.
I already got gig speed internet. Like it's not my internet.
No, you gotta buy a different laptop.
Yeah, I guess so.
And a different microphone or something. Like, it is what it is.
money. Shit, I don't got.
Hello, Brianna. Hello.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Before I forget.
Yeah, before you forget.
Before I forget, shout out to Chris from Critics of the Culture. Okay. He's been collabing with me, sharing out to his people. So thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate you. I'm gonna send you something special in your DMs. Hey, Chris. But yeah, I appreciate Critics of the Culture supporting the show.
Yes.
Hey,
all the support for all the loves everywhere.
Baby. Yes.
Hopefully everyone's excited with the new season we got going on. Look, Sal's right on fucking time.
I love to see it. You listen, D. I did not realize that was you. I guess I never seen you on your YouTube page before.
Okay. The killers in the fucking house.
I love to see
you filthy animals.
But hey, y'all, hey. Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser. Okay. Where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery.
With your nasty ass.
Behind the scenes, we got the motherfucking best to ever do it, just the best.
Just the best. Yeah.
Who, much like Jesus, is also right on time. Okay.
And putting folks in any place. What happened? You supposed to give us the rapture the other day? Was we supposed to get raptured on Tuesday? I have rescinded. She just took me out.
Back to business. We back to business as usual, everyone.
That's right.
Cutwater and Zaddy. I don't like singing.
Yeah, he is Cutwater Daddy though. He owns all the Cutwaters everywhere.
Oh my god.
I still have yet to try one. It's gonna be part of Tipsy Talk. When we do Tipsy Talk again, we have a whole bunch of Cutwaters, and we're just gonna try them all.
Y'all know that Tipsy Talk. In case y'all don't know, Tipsy Talk is my least favorite show that we do because
it's my favorite show.
Cardi works my last nerve when we do that show, so I hate it. Let me introduce myself to people that may be new here, maybe a couple people that may be new here. I am your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, the official HBIC, the one and only HBIC, okay? Unicorn straight, no chaser, okay? Light skin.
Hey y'all, hey. This
That's all
is
you got.
oh, I was looking. I actually put the whole thing down there. We got soft Dom Daddy Cardi here. Good to see y'all beautiful peoples again. With my soft domness, and my soft dom energy. It actually will play into one of our topics today, kind of, sorta, maybe.
Sid, I think that Jesus is still right on time. Right on time. So we not getting raptured yet because we had a show to do. All right.
That's a very black answer, though. I get there when I get there. When I get there at its own time. Like, yeah, that's a very black. Well, Jesus was black, but folks don't want to talk about that.
So fidget tonight, we got a lot going on. Okay, half of the fucking words I can't pronounce. So don't hold it against me.
Like Trump saying, "As a phenomenon."
As a minimum.
That's a very very big words. I'm very smart.
But the good thing about it is y'all probably don't know how to pronounce it either, so y'all won't know if I'm saying it right or wrong. For our mental health topic, we are going to be talking about androcentrism. I love you, Jess. I love you. You see how right on time she is, baby? That slid right on out. Which is centering men, centering the male. Okay, y'all. I'm calling y'all males tonight. All right.
Yeah, I got to fight for my life tonight episode. I got to defend this.
I know. You got a slang, but I'm telling the truth, so it is what it is. Now, y'all gonna stay for the debauchery because later on we are going to talk about people who like to have sex where they can be seen. They like to be exhibitionists. Y'all want someone to
Out
walk
front and center.
you with a dick in your mouth. Stick around for the debauchery is all I'm saying. Okay, we will get there. So you don't think that before we even get started, Cardi, you really don't think that we live in a society that centers the male above all else?
It's patriarchy.
Okay,
That's just the way the world is right now, unfortunately. Well, always been.
So there's nothing to argue about. You talk about you want to fight for your life when I'm sitting here spitting nothing but
But
facts.
it ain't all men. It's just the 1% of the folks who are in charge who made the patriarchy. So it's just not everyday niggas that's doing it. So it's not fair.
Literally everyday niggas that's doing it.
It's not everyday niggas. Because everyday niggas is me. And I ain't that.
Now Sal talking about cough people that like to have sex Sadiqa. What? Okay. Sid on and she on the stream minding her goddamn business. Before we jump into it, I'm citing my sources, and majority of this, leave that up there for a minute, Jess. Majority of this is from Psychology Today. Okay. So we always want to talk about the psychology behind all of these things. Hey Mickey, hey Boo Boo. I came for this androcentrism TED talk. I came to fight for my life. You listen.
There we go. Somebody in my corner.
Help Cardi, okay?
Come on, help me out.
So to be clear, androcentrism is the practice of mindset of prioritizing men and male experiences over those of women and other groups, establishing men as the standard or norm for humanity. Okay. And is there any argument with that? No. Okay.
Just listen. Know humanity is man is in the title. So just so you know.
Well, that we're going to get that. We're going to touch on that as well. Right? So that is what centering men that's really what the term is, androcentrism. Gender bias It comes from societal structures, historical power, dynamics, cultural assumptions. Manifestations include using male terms, humanity, okay, for everyone, gender bias research that neglects female health, and the marginalization of women's perspectives in culture and history, okay? So the key characteristics of this are, if we go under psychology, it stems from social cognitive processes where men's greater societal power leads to more frequent examples of humanity thus becoming the perceived norm. So I think we can all agree that most of the things that we encounter in life are directed towards the male experience.
one way or another. Yeah.
As a man, do you or can you remember the first time in your life where you felt like women were viewed as the lesser of the two genders?
I think it'd be easier to answer when they were like on top, maybe
You feel like you there was a point in your life where you realized women were on top?
on certain things. Like you be around, you see certain things. Like okay, you see women excelling in one type of area than men, and it's taboo to kind of like acknowledge it, like in education or like sex work and such like that. Like you see where women actually holds the power, but in everyday social norms, you really don't see the power struggle because it's not really there or it's really suppressed, like in the workplace or something like that. So
Okay, so you're saying that you've seen women and realized that the woman was more, I guess, intelligent or better for the position.
right, I've seen that, but it never worked out to in their favor. I've seen
So
folks being
then,
overlooked and stuff like that, but
okay, so then you're proving my point. You're proving my point. So you personally were able to make the distinction that they should have been, I guess, in a higher position than they actually were because they were more qualified, but it didn't happen because they were women.
yeah, they were women and black too, because
Well, on top of it, we
black over everything on the show. So yeah.
so okay. So how old do you think you were the first time that you like really, and not
Um,
just in the workplace, but just in general, even in the home?
I would say I guess after I got out of high, because I've been working since I was in high school, so I really didn't really pay attention to it heavily until I got out of high school
Mm-hmm.
and I started like going to college and stuff. So that's where I kind of starting to see it,
Okay.
and of course, men also taking advantage of those type of situations as well, especially in college.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of favoritism, a lot of hey, quid pro quos and stuff like that. Doing little things here and there to get in the way. Gotta fight what you want to get what you need.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Hey Reva. Yes, Al. A couple of new faces. Don't sexually harass
Yes,
new
please,
women
Sal.
in
These are friends.
the chat.
Consent. Remember, consent is key.
Sal said, "As a man, I take accountability for nothing." Hmm.
That sounds like a man.
Sal, yes, there are more women going to college.
And
Uh,
graduating with higher degrees than ever before in history, actually.
exactly.
Hey,
Junie,
Kitty. Hey,
yes,
baby.
hey Kitty. Junie said, unfortunately, my father talked as if women were lesser all the time, but my entire family consists of women who held our family together and were the ones who were the breadwinners and gave the direction. Junie, do you feel as if that because they were the breadwinners and essentially the leaders of your family, that the men felt intimidated or insecure about it, and that's why they talk down on women so much? Just the question.
Yeah,
Hey, Tony. Hello,
I
hello,
think so,
hello.
and I also think it's like just a sign of a time because like with my father and my grandfather, like I've seen things been like worse back then than it is now. So it could be an age thing as well.
You think it was worse back then than it is? It's just as bad now. It's
I
just
don't
as
think
bad now. No, these niggas really think they the fucking prize. They do. Like that. I hate that fucking balloon pop show. I don't know why any women would go on there, but
I don't.
we'll get into
But
that.
there's a flip side of that too. So it's kind of like
But we
women
we we
robbing the
we,
men
we,
balloon over dumb shit too. So
we are going to get into that. I promise you, we will.
yeah,
Darius, hey Darius, listen, I'm all for being a house husband to a corporate baby. Ah, Junie said yes, and this is why the women were abused in my family because the men were prideful and arrogant. Sal, don't talk about this over here. That will get you banned. I I
we
don't
don't do
know.
that here.
I don't know what I don't even know what that acronym means. I don't know whom you're referring to at all. Okay. Nymphos and caught head nymphos and caught. Don't do that no more, Sal. All right.
Old ass niggas, insecure, crisis.
All right, all right, all right. We're moving on. We're moving on. This is why I don't drink when I do the show. This is exactly why.
And that's why I do for you.
Um, no, Sal over here starting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lewis, what's up?
Yo, Lou.
So we got male as the default, right?
Mm.
So we treat the male's perspective as universal norm, assuming that it represents all people, okay? Like humanity for instance. It's cultural marginalization, it's a systemic impact. Is we getting flashed over here? You
A little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm like, is that a titty?
Yeah, yeah, a little titty action. You know, how we doing the show? Because I think I'm supposed to go in the other room, please.
Um,
Yes.
you you brought up earlier language, okay? So using masculine terms, right, as generic to refer to all people, gender marked terms for professions, female doctor, to imply that men are the standard. So it should just be doctor, but we do that a lot. A fireman, you automatically assume that that is going to be a male role. So I think it's a lot of unconscious things that we do every day to reinforce that. Like, have you ever thought about that fact?
I think it's tiresome to be like be PC all the fucking time. Like, yeah, of course it's fire woman, but you know, for the sake of time and fuck all sake, just firemen. You know.
I get that, but it should have never been a thing in the first place, technically.
Yeah, in a perfect world, but you know, hey Nita.
Dar- Darius said, "I'll be waiting with dinner in a Savage Fenty robe." You love being
Look,
comfortable.
Darius is Hill, so he come in a place that I can say that I would have no problem being a house husband. I probably pick up some
Really?
new skills. Oh yeah.
Mm, mm. So, while as we're talking about this, we need to highlight the fact that this is harmful to women. So we can, nitpick over little things like, oh, fireman, fire person. All right, it's tiring, as you said, to be politically correct all the time. But we have to think about how this goes further. Um, when we do research on things,
Mm.
for instance, let's take this for example. When it came to autism, and a lot of people do not understand that the reason why they use the color blue for the puzzle piece, right? Autism Speaks, is because initially when they were doing research, it was only on white males, white boys. That's it. Okay. So so there was no research done on girls. And to this day, it it keeps a lot of girls from being properly diagnosed because the research was only done on males. Women were not included. And this affects women greatly. They end up not being diagnosed properly. So they start masking. It leads to them having a lot of other issues. I don't know if fidget is in here, but you could tell me if you agree with that, fidget. Things like depression, anorexia, eating disorders, because they haven't got diagnosed properly when they were younger. So this is when centering men becomes harmful to women. And I can say personally that even in my everyday life, when I'm dealing with doctors, I do feel as if they always think, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a woman.
I think that's just a black thing in general.
I is well, you would have to be a woman to
Probably,
understand.
yeah, probably more side on
It's
you on your
the
side. Yeah,
same way that I'm sure you would talk about microaggressions to a white counterpart, and oh no, I don't think it's that, and you're like, you don't understand because you're white.
right.
You would have to be black for you to truly understand. So you would have to be a woman for you to truly understand what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Uh, child, Anita, why I thought you said squirting? I'm sorry. It said yes, yes, I got diagnosed when I was younger, but they didn't know what to do with that at the time. And you're young.
Yeah,
My little sister also got diagnosed, but she has a lot more access than I did growing up, which I appreciate now. She's in college doing robotics. I love that for her, and
that's right.
I'm really happy that you got your diagnosis. I'm going to inbox you because I'm trying to help one of my residents, their daughter, uh get some kind of help, and she doesn't have a proper diagnosis, because again they're diagnosing her with psychosis and all these other fucking things. But when I saw her in person, I'm like, she's very clearly on the spectrum. So I'm going to inbox you because I want to
Yeah.
see
I
how
think it's worse now than ever. Now that JFK Jr.'s office, fucking the whole Tylenol situation, like Tylenol causes fucking autism now,
you be a
and
fucking idiot to believe that.
fucking, and there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Ridiculous.
yeah. So somebody may think, okay, well, men, they look, well, what about us? What about us? It's times that the women are centered and this, that, and the other thing. Okay, so that would be gynocentrism, right? That would be the opposite. Gynocentrism is when you center women. But how often do we really center women?
Um, Depends how much of a sub you are.
Here you go. Here you go. Anita said also autism women present differently, so half of the time they chalk it up to different womanly stereotypes. 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. If you recall, Anita, my daughter is on the spectrum, so I talk about that a lot because I try to bring attention to it. Don't you beg baby into a corner. I'm cracking up. So, mm, 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 mm. Who developed this concept of androcentrism? Who was the first person to recognize it, study it, write about it? Okay. This was in
Probably a
1911
feminist.
by Charlotte Perkins. Um,
Nailed it. Nailed it.
she wrote a book called The Man-Made World.
Mm.
I didn't say she was a feminist. I just looked at you. That's all I
I
said.
know she a feminist. I ain't got to
She
look. I can
recognized
Google
it
it
for
right
what it
now.
was. Anyway, in theory, right now, feminism is not that great. I really think
Mhm.
that feminism is more so for white women. But back then, it was still for white women. However, it was something that was much needed. That's just my opinion. It was much needed. That's all I
Right.
can say. So this is not one, this is not hating, okay? This is not male hating, male bashing, or any of that. All right. So what's the difference between misogyny and androcentrism? Misogyny is the world's oldest prejudice. Okay. So y'all gotta give us a lot of grace being black and being female. Y'all have to give us a lot of, y'all should give us a lot of grace, or y'all gonna do it? Probably not. But it is one of the world's oldest prejudices.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of people that hate women for multiple reasons. And usually it kind of can stem from their childhood and their relationship with their mother, but they project.
Right.
Let me ask you as a man, what's your relationship like as far as your mom?
Not the greatest, but
Would you care to elaborate on that at all?
um, not a mama's boy, so it's not that far. But we talk when we
Mhm.
need to talk,
Mhm.
and we there for each other when we need to be there for each other. But she isn't my like best friend or anything like that.
So why when you describe the relationship do you say is not the greatest?
Well, I have to compare it to other folks and their parents because that's kind of what only thing I have to go off of.
Mhm.
So with my like fan group and stuff like that, that I know I know it didn't look the same. Even though my mother has always been there and hasn't done anything like to me, but there's definitely a bridge.
Was she affectionate?
Um, not all the time.
Did you have a moment where you felt like, yeah, I wish that my mother was more affectionate with me?
Yeah, that also supportive and all the areas of the uplifting.
Mhm.
Um, but at the same time, there hasn't been a lot of pushing down on either. So
Okay, so
it's kind of a neutral type of grounding
but it's
or
something that you
foundation.
did, but it's something that you did crave.
I wouldn't say crave either, but
Hmm. All right, all right. Are you
I
frozen,
knew it was
Cardi?
something that probably would have helped. I came back,
Yeah, you're back now.
but yeah. So I got it. Yeah, it's a Caribbean thing. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, okay. Like I knew your dad was Caribbean. I didn't know whether your mom was or not. But oh, that does make a lot of sense because
enough.
we could do a whole show on how Caribbean and immigrant parents differ from regular American parents. That's a whole thing that I don't think a lot of people
Yeah,
are aware
and plus I
aware
know my
of.
mom had a lot of trauma as a kid growing up with her parents, so it's probably self projecting to a degree.
Okay, so here's my question. That being said, how did your relationship with your mother shape the way you interact with women and how you treated them and thought of them?
I don't think it had any detrimental
It
effect at all.
definitely does. Now you might not have
Honestly,
made the connections yet, but yes.
no. I knew to always respect women. Because I knew what my mom was going through with my dad, and I have aunts and stuff. So like I knew what was bad and what was good, and that's more of me being the opposite of my dad on how to treat women than what
But
my
we're not
mother
talking about
was.
your dad.
I know.
Yeah,
So,
we're talking about your mom.
so there's not much on that side I can't really sell because it's so much on my dad's side that was projecting on that to be the opposite than what any influences my mom would have had. So
I don't think you've ever made the connection to those things.
maybe not yet, because they're so subtle. But again, I've always treated women with respect and all the other good stuff, and in
You
between,
all
and
right.
growing up.
You all right? You... Okay, because Jess, he
Believe
was
it or not,
flirting.
I was afraid of women like as a kid.
You were afraid of women.
Like high school. Like I never really dated or did anything. Like I knew women were cool. I liked them at all, but I was like, I'm gonna respect you from afar. So I never degraded or did anything ever. So hey, say what you want. I've lived a crazy, adult life, but doesn't mean I also shitted on people along the way because I really have it. So
I hear you. I hear you. I have thoughts, but
I'm sure you do.
I have thoughts, but I'm going to maintain friendship boundaries. I'm going to maintain friendship boundaries. That really sucks for you guys viewing. Let me say this. Let me just say this. Let me go off topic for a minute. The amount of times that I give this man grace on this show is like he should buy me a present or something, because there's so many times that he's talking and I'm like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And like I could eat him up and I don't,
That's
because
a cat.
that's my not cat. And I keep a
That's
lot of
cat
shit.
to a
I
degree.
keep a lot of shit to myself because of friendship boundaries.
That's
But
right, because I do the same for you.
do you?
I do. I do. It's a solidarity in it all. We all have our moments.
Junie says, I've seen it the last few years. There are a lot of men that just hate women. Thank you, Junie. Thank you. There are a lot of men that fucking hate women. And when I say that it makes dating incredibly difficult, incredible. Sal, why are we talking about eating ass?
How we get there?
I don't understand. But yeah, there's a lot of men that hate women, and it's really, really
I
difficult.
wonder where is that coming from? That's like it's on an uptick. Is it just like
It's social
upbringing
media.
or social media? 'Cause, yeah, that's where I'll usually see the violence, like women randomly being attacked and shit. All for that by that poor girl that got killed, that got stabbed like a month or two ago, randomly on the
Hmm.
bus. Like just random acts of violence. Like why?
Um, I will say for me, and I don't know how people in their 20s or late teens are experiencing it, but it's depressing for me to scroll through Facebook sometime. And we were having a conversation another time about feeling, safe with black
Yeah,
men. And I
right.
said I do not feel safe with black men because not only from my life experiences, but I see the things that men say about black women, and I'm speaking specifically. I'm not saying that white men don't say things about white women. They do. They have,
Oh yeah,
very
they have that shit.
promiscuous, negative, misogynistic views on white women as well. However, the way that black men speak on black women is so depressing. It's so disheartening. It's so disappointing. How could I ever feel safe around a black man when I see the shit y'all do and I see the things that y'all type when y'all think nobody can find out what my profile is. I'm hiding my pictures, or either it's like I'm on the internet, you don't know who I am. I'm in another state, so they just say all the trash ass things that they think in their head.
Right.
And if I was younger viewing all these things, I just think that that is devastating to a woman's self-esteem and
Oh,
the
for
way
sure.
she feels about herself and views herself in her place in the world. Me personally, you know, it makes me not want to date anymore, to be honest.
And
Like,
that's fair. Like I worry about my daughters. I worry about my partners out there, like in the street, like because shit happens every fucking day. Like you never know what could happen because there's crazy ass niggas out there who don't know no fucking better.
ladies, in the comments, have you had any? I'm trying to think how I want to word this. But as you were growing up, when is the first time that you felt as if you were not as valued in society in comparison to men? Just wondering.
Yeah, that could be anything like workplace, just out and about within,
Yeah, the first time that you
circles.
felt like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the first time that I felt like that is probably when I was going through puberty is when I started to feel like that. Just because the way that men interacted with me, and I'm even as a child, I'm like, I am a child and you're a grown man.
That
Um,
I have definitely seen growing up as a kid, and that was very worrisome to me. And I was like well aware, and I was like 12.
yeah, that's around puberty. Yeah,
Puberty, yeah. I was like, oh shit, this is a problem.
yeah, yeah. I think I told the story before about the boy that had a crush on me and he punched me in my face. Because he had a crush on me and he called me a slut. And I'm like in elementary school. He called me a slut, punched me in the face, and all of that. He ended up getting suspended, and everybody, including the girls, were mad at me. We're mad at me because he got suspended.
What kind of porn
So
was father hiding in his fucking closet?
who knows what the fuck was going on in his household? But
Jesus.
that does that made me feel like shit. I'm like, damn.
Right.
So I'm supposed to just let this nigga hit me and call me a slut and like I'm like a slut. I don't even know if I knew what the word slut really meant back then. You know what I mean? Like I'm in
Right.
elementary school. I'm wearing like a white fucking sweatsuit with fucking ribbons and bows and shit on it, and I'm a slut. Like wow.
Sal, did you say girls with low self esteem are kind of sexy?
Sal, that is so
I,
trash.
I think no, I think that's just media. Because you watch those like fucking art, those college movies back in the day, like they always had like the nerdy, slow self esteem girl that wasn't the prettiest at the party, and then some white ass cracker just takes her glasses off and like takes her hair out of her ponytail, and now she's like a fucking 10.
Yeah.
Kiss
She put
me,
contacts
right
in
down the
and
pearly, pearly. Like
got
that's
some
like
slutty clothes in there. She's a 10.
right. That's how Sal get off.
Jess said middle school. Anita said
You
every day
said
during the
ghetto
beginning.
gathers.
Anita said every day during the beginning of my tech career, especially when people would call the phone and I will answer and they assumed I was a secretary. Oh, I get that too. I get that too. Um, Kitty said no, his home life had to be trash. Probably.
Yeah.
Sal said he
Ghetto's
probably
got
cattle
ghetto,
gaggers and that's why he was.
ghetto gaggers common as wild, Sal.
You know what?
Siren, you wouldn't know about that, but that shit's fucking wild. The men know. The men know.
But definitely that was one of the core memories of me, starting to not like men. Boys, men, whatever. It evolved over time, but that definitely started it.
Mm.
So we are set up from birth. Because even when you think about the fake, like some fathers, like, I don't want a girl, I want a boy. There's a lot of women who were treated badly because they were not a boy. So from birth, you learn all these things that make you feel bad about yourself as a woman. You feel as if you have no worth unless you get married and you provide a baby and give that man a little boy. Like when we are taught about sex, we're never taught about sex as it pertains to our own pleasure. We're taught on how we should please the man. You gotta be a good dick sucker. Gotta be like,
I mean, it don't hurt, but I understand.
was that much? Was it? I'm not a boy, so I don't know how much emphasis is placed on eating cat for y'all.
Well, actually, no. I remember growing up, my brother said, "Never eat the cat." It was my older brother,
See, and they telling y'all not to
and
do no
I was like, "Why?" He was like, "It'd be blood down there." I'd be like, "It be blood down there." Dot dot dot.
but you stick your dick in there.
Well, I wasn't doing any of that stuff, but
I'm
this
just
is what
saying.
little did I know because I ain't know no fucking better. He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, don't do that. Maybe things coming out of that thing. I was like, "Oh,
So
I ain't know."
deny her pleasure. Okay, got it.
I mean, no, because there's other ways to do it. Just you know,
Just
not
a
that.
just a Asian culture is a perfect example of this. It is
It
just
is. Yeah, it is.
in South, yeah, Caribbean men are taught not to do it. And yes, I'm sure they're also taught to be fucking cheaters,
They're more Jamaicans than anything.
womanizers. No, it's not just Jamaicans. Trust me, it's not just Jamaicans. Okay,
I ain't say just not, but majority, I should say.
so now that we've established how these things are ingrained into society and where they come from, how early they develop, how do we stop centering men? We need to stop centering men, and I need y'all to understand. We're going to do a part two because this is I can't fit it. I couldn't fit it all in, right? Because you go down a rabbit hole. It's like, okay, what is centering men? What's the psychology behind it? How early does it start? Then we get into the way that women interact with other women because
Because of that
they center
decentering.
men.
Right.
And that's a motherfucking pick me. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we have developed pick me's. And the pick me's are running rampant right now. They really are.
Pick me
So
culture is higher than ever.
next week we'll talk about pick me's and how we self objectify ourselves for men. Because if I see another bitch twerking or pretending like she working out just so that she can show her ass, or I'm supposed to be cooking, but I gotta keep bending over and getting this in the camera. Like that's gonna be a whole thing next week.
See, that's how I know I'm healed and learned. Because when I see it, I be like, ew. Younger
No, you
me
don't. No,
might
you don't. You a
and
lie.
like,
You a lie. That's all I'm gonna say. Reva said, "Question of us centering your man. Wait, question of us centering your man. It just been a while due to society." Reva, can you type that again? Cause I'm losing what you're trying to say. Sal, no, we do not need to put men on the pedestal. They already on the
yeah.
pedestal. Okay. So
One more again. On that one.
you know you're robotic a little bit. You stopped, but you were. So how do we decenter the men, right?
Ah, sorry.
It's the practice of shifting the focus away from men, from the male perspectives, prioritizing one's own needs, desires, well being, challenging the patriarchal structures that place men at the center of life. So it involves consciously, right, undoing the internalized beliefs.
Love you. Love yourself.
But it's
Yeah.
more to it than that, right? You can love yourself, but it's more to it than that. It's more insidious than that. Like we can't view, like, think about how we talk about men. I make my man a plate. I make sure I give him the big piece of chicken. We gotta go 50-50 with him. Like, the bar is set in hell for men, right? And so the woman might love herself, but she prioritizes taking care of this man over everything else and thinks that makes her more valuable because she
Right.
does so. I
But
or
more self investment and worth of
or
self.
think about, well, you can't even get a man. You can't even get married. I got a ring. You don't have a ring. Meanwhile, your husband might be a piece of shit and cheating on
That's a
you.
weird ass flex on the low.
But women do it all the time.
Yeah.
Reva said, yes, I messed that up. Difference in thought on having your man as the center in your relationship versus how we look at men as a whole? Are they both a problem, or is it okay for a one off as your choice? Does this make sense? So I believe you're saying how you center a man in your relationship versus how you center a man out in the world. I think that's what you're trying to say. Both of them can be a problem.
Yeah.
So it's a difference between caring for your mate and centering him in the relationship. So I happen to not mind making my significant other a plate. Like I just, but I'm a sub too, so it's a little bit of me being a sub. But here's the thing. Let me give you an example. One of my girlfriends, oh Lord, I hope she's not watching this. But one of my girlfriends, and she works and she's a hard fucking worker, okay? So she definitely comes to the table with money, educated, a pretty girl. And me and my fiance went to her house one day for Thanksgiving, and she was on crutches. She had did something to her foot, and she was on crutches. But that bitch made the most extravagant Thanksgiving meal from scratch. Okay, she could cook her ass off. She really can. Her boyfriend was there, and she's hobbling around on these crutches, making plates and doing all this stuff like that or whatever. And I felt bad for her. So she was like, "Yeah, I got off work. I came home. I cooked and did all this stuff." This nigga that she was with is standing in the doorway. I forget whether he was talking to somebody or what. I forget. But he yells to her, "Babe, can you bring me a drink?"
Oh,
Mind you,
that's
she's on a
that's insensitive.
she's on a fucking crutches, and so she hobbling around doing it. And my fiance looking at me, and I'm looking at and I'm looking at him. May he rest in peace. And he was like, "Yo, she fucking would never." And I looked at him and I said, "I'm glad you motherfucking know." But that's what I mean about like centering in the relationship. You could be a good woman. The good woman part of you was you worked and then you came home and cooked their meal. But now this nigga doesn't value you. He
Right.
doesn't even value you enough to say you did all this cooking, sit there and put your feet up, let me make the plates, let me bring you a plate, let me make you a drink. None of that. He was walking around like the fucking king of the castle. So it goes past that line of I'm a caring girlfriend to you a fucking servant. And
Right.
you just concerned about his wants, his needs, and making him happy. What about yours?
It's not being reciprocated. That's the part
At
that
all,
stands out.
at all, at all. I, what I noticed personally, right? I was at your event, Corey,
Mm.
one of your events, and I'm with I'm not with any. I'm dating a different people. So I went to make him a plate, like I will always do. Like, what you want? I'm gonna make you plate. And he sat there for a minute and he was looking at me, and then he got up and he came and he was like, "You don't have to do that. I can make my own plate. Like, you don't have to do that." And I was like, "I don't mind." He was like, "No, no, you go so get sit down." And I'm like, "Ah." That was um a moment for me that made me look at him like in a really positive way.
Oh no, don't do that. He was just making sure you don't fuck up his plate. You don't know what he like.
Fuck. don't
Don't bring me no shit I don't like. Hold on, I'll get my own shit.
don't be a hater. No, no. I think he felt awkward. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I don't need her to wait on me like that. I thought that was kind of nice. I thought that was nice because previously it was like, can you go get me this something and get this and get that and get this and get that and get that. Okay, can you get me some more of this? Like, now it went past like I made you a plate one time, but now you sending me back for more, and you want something to drink, and you want this, and you want, like, it went past the you being appreciative of me doing it, and it
Right.
and me just like I'm okay doing it, and it became like I'm stepping fetching. I'm the waitress. I'm
Chop
the
chop,
waitress.
bitch.
You know, like bit nigga, you go get me some. Never, never, but at all was it. Can I bring you something? Not in public. Not in public. And kind of actually in private too, to be honest. But that's a story for another day. So um, we have to start thinking about that as women, okay? Like, what about my needs? And not it's not in a selfish way. Is don't push down how you feel, your emotions, and what you
Yeah.
need, and always put him before you. We already put our children before ourselves. Now, if in every instance you put your significant other for, like, what do you have left for you? When does somebody spoil you? When does somebody take care of you? We can even look at how, like, when men get sick versus women get sick. When men get sick, they are the biggest fucking babies.
You be dying, yo.
But
You was-
when women, how often do men take care of women when they're sick? They be sick, they be taking care of the kids still, going to
I
work.
don't, I don't know, but I be taking the fuck care out of my girl.
Ty, if you're around, drop in the comments and let us know.
She not. Take my word for it. I make sure my baby good though.
um, if we go back to Reva's comment and we talk about in the workplace, you do not center men. Do not, like, I noticed that some men will flirt with women to get them to do extra work. I noticed that. And women, we're people pleasers. Most women are
Yeah,
people pleasers.
yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
we will go out of our way to please even somebody that we're not in a relationship with. And a male more so.
Or
So
an asshole just taking advantage of you, like not even flirtatious wise, just being a fucking dick.
either way, either way, you got to speak up for yourself, right?
And that's, of course, you want to, but the fear of retaliation, because if it comes from a woman, it's seen as less valued. You know, so
I
even like,
listen.
oh, she's difficult. No, no, she's just voicing her fucking opinion. And don't make her difficult just because you don't fucking like it. She call you out on your shit. You know,
Well, for Black women, we're
and I've
able.
I've seen that at my job, and it really pissed me off one time.
And what did you do about it?
I really couldn't do anything about it because when I found out about it, it already happened.
Hmm.
And I did bring like, hey, she like this person was a good worker. Like we lost someone like really important, but it was for the best because now she's shitting on everybody and she making a whole bunch of money. So, but
I
just for
love
that person
that.
speaking out, they shouldn't have to gone through that type of way.
I love
But,
that for her.
yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
100%. And how about in the bedroom, right? When we are always trying to make sure we swinging from the chandeliers, you know, back flipping over the tables, whatever we need to do to make y'all happy in the bedroom. Women need to be pleased as well. We need to get our climax and orgasm as well. We would like to be made to feel good. We would like to have focus on more than just our nipples
The
and the
nipples are so
clit.
good.
Focus on the entire body. Make love to the entire body from
Yeah,
the
but
head
I'm gonna circle back around though.
Listen, so women in the comments, have you ever like thought you had good sex until you met somebody else and then you realize like, oh, I wasn't having good sex?
Hello, there's their sex. That
Like,
was
oh.
that wasn't there before.
And I don't just mean like with the penis inside you. I mean as far as the foreplay or the aftercare. Like, you ever had a man bite or
The,
kiss or nibble or
the
something,
penis.
a part of your body that you forgot
I don't know.
existed? You got to say that again because you breaking up.
Oh, I should say yes. All the sensories.
Yeah, like I had somebody. I have a spot, and I'm not gonna tell y'all my spot, but I had this spot that when I say he bit me or nibbled or something. I was like, oh shit, I forgot that was there. It hasn't been touched. It hasn't been touched in years. Huh? Huh? Shit.
Oh, look at that.
It was so funny. I was like, oh, I forgot about that part of my body. Like, it's crazy to me. So women, do not shortchange yourself. Oh, and all right, they got a big dick. That don't mean that he knows what he doing with it. And the dick is not enough. Remember all parts of your body: the front, the back, the side, the crevices, the crooks, the nannies. Pay attention to all of
The
that stuff.
crannies.
Okay. Jess said my ex only did missionary and he was my first. Then I had sex with someone else and realized there were other things you could do in the bedroom besides just missionary. Girl, did the rainbow come across?
Just did you
More,
just not watch porn at
more,
all? There's a
it
whole
doesn't have
open world.
but see, you could definitely watch porn and just feel like, okay, this is a performance. So yeah, they're gonna do all that, but it's because they're porno stars. In real life, you don't do all that. These men, like, they think just, and even if you do have an orgasm, even if you meet someone who does still give you an orgasm, if you're there, they're not doing different things like experimenting with different positions, and like I said, paying attention to your entire body. Like,
Hmm.
the sex is incomplete.
Look, I have
You
a
should.
habit of never coming first. That's just one of my laws. Soft dom daddy law. Always come
So,
last.
so
You mad and all? Like I was given
me and Just be here.
clearly.
How we practice decentering men. Make yourself a priority, okay? You need to reevaluate your beliefs. If you've been taught toxic things all your life, you need to evaluate some of these things that your mom or your grandma or your aunties taught you, okay? Focus on the community. So, build, if you don't have a lot of female friends, you need to find out why that is, and you also want to focus on your relationships with other women. That's leaning into the whole pick me situation. Like, build, I have the most female friends now that I've ever had in my life. um that took a lot of work because I definitely was a person, and like some of us here in the chat, we talked about this during the week. I definitely was a person that was not really interested in having a lot of female friends, and I'd rather be with the boys. And that in its of itself is centering men, because you hear these negative views on women, some valid, some not, some taught, some from experiences. Um, so practicing emotional and practical autonomy. So that aims to help individuals reclaim their own thoughts, feelings, actions, and time. Reclaim your time, bitches, all right?
Right.
Rather than letting a man's presence or romantic interests dictate them.
How you fucking move. That's right.
Shift your consumption. So if we talking about social media, TV shows, or whatever, expand your worldview so that you're not constantly digesting things and absorbing things that are not healthy for you. So as I said, when I'm scrolling through, Facebook and stuff, I had to really, within the last year, I had to do a lot of work to change my algorithm, because the people I was following and the people that were following me engaged in a lot of toxic behavior, thoughts, and beliefs.
Hmm.
And I was soaking this up every day, and
A
it,
lot of Jet 2 holiday videos.
it was not good for me. So I definitely had to unfollow a lot of people, unfriend a lot of people, and make them unfollow me so that I could change the algorithm. And now I see a lot more positive things when I'm on social media, when I'm on TikTok, when I'm on this. It's a lot more positivity and and less bullshit. Um So build a life outside of romance. You have worth outside of a relationship. It's really that simple. If you're single and you may end up being single for the rest of your life, build relationships that have nothing to do with romance.
And do what brings you joy.
Go to dinner by yourself. Go to the movies by yourself. Strengthen your friendships. Find friends that are interested in the hobbies that you like and do things with them so you don't constantly feel like I don't have a man so I can't do this. Okay? Set your boundaries and stand firm in your boundaries with men. Stand firm in your boundaries with men, okay? We need to think about who we would be if we were not forced this from birth. If women were not forced from birth to feel like they were lesser than men, who would you really be? We could get into religion and centering men, but that in and of itself is a whole fucking
So, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And and last but not least, the centering men is not man hating. You can love men. You can want to have relationships with men. You want to marry. You can want to marry men and have children with men and do all those things with men and have friendships with men, while you also still prioritize yourself, your wants, your needs, your desire, and demand your respect.
Yeah.
Part two will be next week, and that will be the pick me episode. Okay, we will talk
I
about.
choose you, girl.
We will talk about where that term came from and a lot of other things. I learned something this week because I never knew where the term came from, but we'll get into that next week. So y'all have got a little bit of education.
Education.
And for those who have remained here through that, we are ready to get into the debauchery with our Inside the Box segment, okay? Mm. Where's our song
Inside the
at?
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. With Jizzy the unicorn.
Jizzy.
All right. So, y'all like being watched? Do you like having sex and having people watch you? Does it turn you on? If so, you may be an exhibitionist or you may have Autagonistophilia. Say that three times fast.
Antagonistic
Autagonistophilia. Okay?
Mephistophelia.
So, my sources my sources for this come from the DSM-5, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health Issues.
Oh,
Okay,
I know you do, girl.
did y'all just have a moment?
Oh yeah, me and Kay. Yeah, I know she like watching. Mm. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Came to the usher.
Lewis said that's a crazy name.
It
I
is.
listen, I always thought it was just called exhibitionism. I never knew the shit that I end up learning during the show. I never knew that it was this extravagant name. But there's a difference between the two, and we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
My other source for this segment will also be Psychology Today. Um, so Autagonistophilia, and I feel like I'm saying it right, is a paraphilia in which a person is sexually aroused by displaying themselves in a live show or being observed while performing. The performance can be on a stage, in front of a camera, or in other public scenarios. So, this erotic interest is distinct from exhibitionism, which involves exposing oneself to unsuspecting strangers. The term literally translates to love of oneself as an actor or performer. Okay. So that's the difference. One of the differences between the two, between an exhibitionist and somebody who is antagonistophilia or philic, I should say.
Cool. Okay.
So, like some of the key characteristics would be an arousal from performance, right?
That's a
So,
boost.
exposing oneself, the performance.
Not flashing.
audience focus. So the sexual gratification is tied to the act of being watched, with the gaze of
Hercules,
the
Hercules.
audience being a crucial element. Um, and the performance can take many forms, from acting or dancing to more explicit displays, as long as it involves being publicly observed. So someone told me recently that sometimes when they are performing, that they do get aroused,
Mm-hmm.
and they gotta, put their penis away.
I know some folks like that.
You do?
Honestly, I think Ty is she gets off on it.
Gets off on what per se?
The being watched. She likes
Mm-hmm.
watching too, but she probably not gonna like play it down. But yeah, she do. She do.
Just
Have me
putting
out
her
here.
business out.
Just have me out here in the open. Like
But I felt, you not an exhibitionist, or
I am not. I mean, I like to fuck outside, but
you like public sex, but not per se people watching you.
I had sexual things in front of one person. I had sexual things in front of 100 people. So I have seen both spectrums, and I can honestly say I'm not a fan of performing under immense
Pressure.
crowds of people. It's pressure, but it's just a lot of fucking people because you gotta see what's going on, and niggas trying to be slick and bitches trying to be slick, and like I gotta stay focused. Like I want to be in the moment. It's hard for me to tunnel vision and get in the moment with all these other distractions going on.
Well, what do you mean by they be trying to be slick?
So if like I remember one time we went to Pleasure Garden, and I had Ty and the like a female glory hole.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a thing where a lip where the woman just gets in, and just their bottom part is just out.
Mm-hmm.
You can just like use them. So I was doing that, right? I was just knocking that shit out, and I was doing good. She's yelling. She's about to have an orgasm, and here come this other girl from the side looking to get a peek. I was like, all right, cool. I'm still focused. I'm going in it. The whole thing's shaking and rocking, and then another nigga comes around with his dick out, and I almost fucking punched him in the face. So it be niggas be drawing like that.
All right, so he had his dick out, but what did he do?
He ain't do nothing, but he was in my vicinity to be like, nigga, this ain't one of them type of times. Like I'm having a private, open moment with my girl, and here you come,
Not a
kind of.
private open moment. Not
If
a
you know,
private open moment.
if you know, you know.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it sounds funny. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's a sex club, so people are having sex all in the open, right?
Right.
So you see folks interacting with each other, but then there's these fucking niggas who come with no bitch, or just stranglers who wants to try to ease their way into situations, you know. And it ain't that type of time. Like you ain't come approach me first. You ain't say, hey, bro, like you ain't had no talk beforehand. You just coming in hot. And I'm gonna need you to not do that and not, make me get banned from this place for knock you the fuck out because you real disrespectful. So
Okay. I'm gonna come back to that because I have questions.
if you come, you would know. You gotta. It's research for research. I've been researching for 5 years now.
I've been to sex clubs. It's not like I haven't been. I've been to sex clubs. We gonna come back
The
to this.
killer, I swear to fucking God.
He was gonna get behind Cardi like,
Bruh, I'd be in jail. I'd be
oh
in
my
fucking jail.
god. I'm crazy. We're going to circle back to that, y'all. So we'll come back to that. Okay. So examples of Autagonistophilia include like a stripper who's aroused by the attention and admiration of the audience, in addition to any personal gratification from the performance.
Oh, she love her job.
And
That's good.
right, an amateur, an amateur pornographer, who is sexually aroused by the fact that they're being filmed and will be viewed by others. An actor or performance artist who experiences sexual excitement from displaying their body or engaging in sexual acts as part of a live show. An individual who live streams sexual activity, a person who uses the webcam, or creating specific scenarios for exposure. So this is different from exhibitionists, right? Exhibitionists may intentionally expose themselves to passerbys, but Autagonistophiliacs may arrange situations where they know they can be seen,
Mm-hmm.
like for example, leaving the curtains open, or
Right.
setting the stage for observation, right? But you don't have a guarantee whether or not someone will see. It's like the thought, the high of the possibility that someone may see you. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we discuss it like in psychological context, the research is like really, really limited. So of course there's not a lot of people going to the psychiatrist about this. Because I feel like in 2025, yeah, unless it's causing harm to your life, like a lot of people know about this, they probably thinking that it's exhibitionism, which is not, but they don't really feel the need to go talk about it. It's only an issue when it starts like impacting your activities of daily living, like you fucking your life up. Then you might need to go see somebody. um so people like the allure of the stage and the external validation.
Okay.
Do they like control? They like power. Yeah, or it could be somebody who's has some narcissistic traits, some narcissism in them.
Just a
I,
little
I
bit.
I think that's a lot for people too. That like the people that like to look at themselves in the mirror and stuff. Even though that's just a kink, wanting to watch yourself in the mirror while you have sex, that's a kink too.
Like
That's that's
a whole American Psycho moment when Kristen Bell just knocking that shit out in the mirror and just like,
exactly right, exactly. Looking crazy as can be, but that's a whole kink by itself, and we can. That's for another show.
really, Tequila? I wouldn't have thought.
Really?
I don't. Oh, no way. Did you
No,
know?
tequila. I thought you were a voyeur.
She a voyeur. Yeah. You. Yeah.
I thought you was a voyeur, but I didn't know
She ain't
you
fucking
like to
nobody
be
in front of nobody.
around.
That ain't her. She lying. She like watching.
I feel like she'd be too silly. That's interesting.
How many bottles of vodka do you need? That's my answer.
Tequila, can we watch you?
Let him come. Let him
Let him
come.
come. Never forget, Tequila. Never
Never,
forget.
never forget.
I kind of want to see. I'm curious now. She said, "Yeah, I've been to the pleasure garden. It was fun. Let me find out."
See, look, you the only one that hasn't gone. You missing out.
I never knew this about my friend.
I
I
didn't know either, girl. I ain't see you in there.
wait. Are you not a voyeur, Tequila? Because that's what I really thought you were. I don't know.
She probably half and half.
And then I would think that I would think Tyree would be too like, I don't know, I feel like he gets shy or something. I don't know. But what do I know? That's just me making up shit in my head. I know nothing. All right, so like I said, we were just saying that this differs from, where the hell is Salad? Is he sliding us back to him?
His hand
Uh,
is probably busy.
so this is different from exhibitionism, right?
Yeah.
Definitely thought it was all the same, but exhibitionism is the sexual arousal that's derived from the act of being watched either by a partner or audience and consensual. There's a difference between consensual exhibitionism, and then there's actually an exhibitionistic disorder.
That's the people who walk nudist people who just
Well,
like
it's
to
because
just be out.
that's the people that expose themselves to non-consenting strangers.
Oh, not the flashes with the trench coats.
Yeah, shit like that.
Them niggas.
That's an exhibitionist. Okay.
And them
And then
hoes that be in Walmart trying to shake their ass out and line and like out and before.
And then there's something called frauderism, which
Ottarism?
yeah, that I'm gonna do. That I had this in a tuck to do a show on it. I don't know. I start researching a lot of stuff and then I change my mind and do something else. But frauderism, yeah, that's like you want to touch people in public and stuff, and then you get a thrill about that. But we'll talk about that another day.
Ooh, I might have that. I might have that because I like to touch.
But not without consent, right?
Well, of course, consent is key.
I don't know. I don't
I
know
gotta
that.
get my shit beforehand. And
I don't know.
sometimes you just gotta put it out there too.
Um, I don't know that face you made. But the key key characteristics of consensual, so now we know we need to add that part, right? The consensual exhibitionism, so you like being watched, you're attention seeking. It's an attention
Mm.
seeking behavior, so you need validation to make you feel better about yourself. um and it's a spectrum of behavior, so it can go from sharing your news, sending dick pics. Y'all niggas love sending a dick pic. That's exhibitionism, right?
Oh, I'm a vet.
Sending dick pics.
Beep, beep.
Well, yes, you are actually.
Shut up. You don't know my life.
I know enough. Fla- Flashing. All right, that falls under exhibitionism. Streakers. So like the ones that run down,
Triggers.
they run across the baseball field or whatever naked.
Right.
That's
Shout out
exhibitionism.
to the Philly City Bike naked bike race that happened like 2 weeks ago.
Lord, the webcam people. That's exhibitionism. um and like indecent exposure. So when you at the, you at this, and this has happened to me before. When I used to get on the subway, I don't do that shit no more. When I used to get on the subway and the motherfucker just standing there, I'm talking to my girlfriend and we turn around and this nigga just standing there out in the open beating his meat, staring at us.
That's the L train for you.
Well,
Not so
we
much
weren't.
Broad Street, but it's
No, we
definitely
weren't
the
on
L.
the train yet. We weren't on the train
He
yet.
was on the platform. You couldn't
It
hold
was
it.
a fucking platform. He's just standing there with his dick out.
Oh,
Just
you must have looked good that day. He couldn't hold it. Usually
it
wait
was
to get on
both.
the train.
It was me and my girlfriend. It was me and my girlfriend.
He was like double trouble.
So yeah, that was wild. And we turned around. We like, ah! And then he just runs away.
Of course, it was because just like a light, and then like roaches, just run as soon as they get caught.
Go to sleep. What about him? All right, I get it. Don't interrupt my show for Dusty Package.
Not dusty package.
No, he was telling me that Dusty got a package because everybody get their shit delivered to my house,
Oh yeah.
and he trying to, tell me to get the package. All right, I get it. I thought it was something important. So yeah, all those things. That's the difference between the exhibitionism. Like you might be doing things without consent.
Right.
So then you need to get some help. If you're exposing yourself to non-consenting strangers, if you're it's causing you distress because your fantasies are so intense, I feel like you got a little bit of a disorder yourself.
What you mean?
I'm just saying, like
You
in a in
special.
a in a 7 day week, how often do you beat your meat?
To completion?
It don't matter, just in general.
I touched it 3 times while we on the show already, so I don't know.
That's not beating your meat though. You just touched it, right? Was you touching it because you were adjusting it, or you was touching it because you felt a little bit of a tingle?
I had a little adjustment issue.
All right, that doesn't count. That doesn't count, Cardi.
Depends on how much free time I got, honestly.
What is and see? So I had this conversation with another guy, and I told him the same thing. I was like, "Y'all, you masturbate too much, or whatever."
You don't
And
masturbate enough. How about that? Boom.
first of all, you don't know how often I masturbate. That's
Hey,
one.
get your numbers up, Gooner.
I don't need to because I
Hey,
rather. I listen. I rather fuck in real life, but when I'm if I
you
miss,
don't think I don't want fucking real life?
but
I ain't got
I'm
that type. I
saying
ain't got that type of time.
y'all just be sitting
Have
around like
fun.
it's nothing to do. I'm just going to beat my meat.
I mean,
It's nothing
it's a
on
good way.
TV to beat
It's
my
a
meat.
good way to kill a half an hour.
Like I masturbate if I feel the like I'm a little sexually aroused and I don't have somebody a partner
Well,
that I
that's the
can.
difference between men and women, though. Like we just because we have the time, and just because we can do it. Like it don't need to be a right time of day or like it's in this like Mars is in the fifth house or type of shit. Just it strikes you, it strikes you, or you just bored as fuck.
Yeah, that's weird to me. Like I'm bored. I'm gonna go beat my meat.
I'm gonna beat my knee. Where my laptop at? Where my
But I
laptop
do.
at?
I think there's some women. Yes, where my laptop at? Where my laptop at? Yes. I do think that
I'm
like
gonna
there
get it.
are women that do that. I do think it's some women that just, that have that ability. For me, like it would take me so I would have to get myself in a mood, and it's just like it ain't the
I
same.
think those like Tauruses, Scorpios, and Sagittarius who do that the most.
Person I'm thinking of is none of those, but yeah, I find that interesting, y'all. Y'all just great. That's why y'all dicks don't be working all the time.
That
Y'all,
ain't the reason.
it's abuse. It's dick abuse.
The confuse.
Fucking get a restraining order. Your dick want to get a restraining order on you and stuff. It's like,
It's
stop
not.
it.
It's not the same. It's a muscle like anything else. And how do you work out a muscle? You work it out.
No, that's why y'all dicks don't be working all the time. I'm telling you, you not in your fucking 20s anymore.
Trust me, that has nothing to do with beating your meat though. That's just age.
No, beating your meat too much does have something to do with the. I'm we won't talk about that. I'm gonna because I know for a
Hit
fact
the
it does
research.
have something to do with it.
That's right. It's a good way to stay in shape.
Tequila said, I am a voyeur as well. Hubby doesn't really like doing it in front of people. We know he's stingy. Jess said, my ex had ED because he used to beat his meat like 3 to 5 times a day. I told you.
Well, that nigga is his fault because he ain't have a job.
Why are you assuming that the man don't have a job?
Because who has time to beat their meat 3 to 5 times a day?
Listen, when you have a compulsion, you make time.
Then if that's the
I
case,
gotta say, listen,
if
it could
that's
be
the
abusive.
standard, then that's going to be the standard. But normal motherfuckers don't have the time to do 3 or 5 times a day.
Didn't then Kirk Franklin had a whole who had a porn addiction? Somebody had a
Well,
fucking porn addiction.
oh yeah, Kurt Franklin did, but he has tons of fucking money, so he can do a day to do it 5, 6 times a day.
But you said acting like that man not busy. That's a busy man. He
And
worked.
that's highly weird because if you have to babysit your nephew daily, doing it
Oh,
3 or 5 times a day, that just sounds unsanitary.
oh. He had a job. He went to school and he babysit his nephew. See, if you want to beat it, you'll find a way. I,
Well, then that would be for that type of person. But
hmm.
it's not going to hurt
Mm,
you.
mm, mm.
Because if you fuck once a day, it doesn't make your dick go any like ED because you fuck once a day.
Yeah, but that's somebody else stimulating you. You sitting here literally saying your dick not even hard. You just sitting there watching Tom and Jerry, and you like, you know what? I'm bored with this. Time to get up, and like then you go harass them.
Right, just like how you go to the gym and we've been sitting down like, all right, you know what? Let me go to the gym because it's time to work out, time to goon. If Sal was in the comments, he'd be on my side right now.
Listen,
I don't know where all the fellas went,
I
but
might be
I feel
beating
alone
his
up here
meat
right now.
right now. Right now, he may be beating his meat. Okay,
That's there's 85% chance that might be the cause right now.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Oh, switch over, man. Just wipe your hand off real quick and switch over.
So if you may have exhibitionistic disorder, if you exposed to non-consenting strangers, um, the urges are intense and compulsive. Like I said, uh, it, you might have a lot of fantasies, and that's what motivates you, right? You want control, you want thrill seeking, you're trying to cope with emotional issues. So you do things like this instead of getting therapy. That's another thing.
Yeah, well, sex compulsion or like I guess orgasm compulsion is a thing.
I 100% like y'all deal with depression
I
or
don't
y'all
trust
have
no
the bad
girl
mental.
who keeps a vibrator or a rabbit in her purse at all times,
That's a little
charged.
bit, that's a little bit much for me.
But girl, I know girls who do it though.
But yeah, you definitely may use exhibitionism to cope with things instead of going to therapy. That's something men do for sure. Um,
Hey, Rockstar, you
hey
back?
Rockstar, Tequila said I had a girlfriend who had a compulsion. She would masturbate in really inappropriate times and with inappropriate things. It was wild. Did
Oh,
she ever
she get off on that shit. That's a thing for her. That's a kink.
did she ever go to the doctor to get a diagnosis?
Hell no, because she was living her best life.
So you actually can get diagnosed right with the exhibitionistic disorder.
Mm.
So according to the DSM-5, is over a period of at least 6 months, a person has recurrent and intense sexually arousing fantasies, behaviors, or urges that involve exposing the genitals to an unsuspecting person. The person has acted on these sexual urges with a non-consenting person, or the urges or fantasy cause marked distress or interpersonal difficulty in the workplace or in everyday social situations. So they also have subtypes based on whether a person prefers to expose himself to, unfortunately, children, adults, or both, because that's the thing. And if we want to know what the
Cut that shit
causes are,
off.
of course, most of this is in males. Not that it doesn't happen with women, but a lot of this is males,
Understandable.
and so it could be from having a personality disorder like antisocial personality disorder. It could come from alcohol or drug abuse. Um, Unfortunately, pedos like to do stuff like this, and people who experience some type of abuse themselves in their childhood. So a lot of people who have this disorder will not go get treatment. But
Hmm.
if it's not impacting your life in that way, then it's not the disorder. Is just your consensual exhibitionism.
Yeah.
Exhibitionism. So we want to focus on the consensual exhibitionism.
Wait, who's masturbating with spoons? Wait a minute.
Wait a goddamn minute.
But just what?
Masturbating with a spoon.
Who said that? First of all, can it be done? I'm
Ooh.
sure you can masturbate with anything. Honestly, girls masturbate with the weirdest objects more than men. So
And it's not. It doesn't feel good to me. Anyway, it
just
doesn't feel good.
hand boning with a spoon on your
A
pussy.
fucking spoon. I remember a guy asked me like the one my I was like trying to be a stripper for one day.
Cracking coochie.
That sound like a real horrible strip club. Cracking coo cracking coochie.
I mean,
This is what
horrible strip club for one person.
I'm going
So
on down to the cracking coochie.
sound like
Going on.
some Charlie Sheen to be interested in.
Sal, where you been? You've been real quiet this whole time, and we've been talking about all this debaucherous stuff. I'm confused. Were you masturbating like we thought? We said you was off masturbating somewhere. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. All the chips down on that.
head on head on down to the crack and coochie. You know it's Friday. The moonshine is 50% off. I'm cracking up. So I definitely feel like you have a little bit of this. Like you like to set
I
up.
don't think.
I feel like you like to set up
I
scenarios and
I don't.
You don't
I
think
think
so?
I think I think it's safe to say because I've probably done it enough times by now to know if it's a thing or not.
But
'Cause,
I feel
I'll
like you
try
already
anything
did it.
once, but I've done it multiple times. I'm like, okay, this really doesn't do anything for me.
So
Just like,
why do you keep going to the sex club?
well, there's other things to do.
So what do you do besides
I
have sex?
network and meet folks. Um,
Networking?
I network. Folks love the Brat Tamer shirt, by the way. I had complimented so many times in the
Really?
sex club on the Brat Tamer, and they asked where to get it from. I was like, we're gonna have a store up soon, and we'll have the merch. But folks love the shirt, so I've been advertising. I'm
Now, I
working
come
out
to the
here.
sex club about my bread. I'll come to the sex club if about my bread. I'll do
All
that.
right, let me know. I'll take the shirts and sell out my trunk.
Shit, I know that's the fuck right. Somebody just gave me their card yesterday because I was trying to find who we were going to be getting the merch from, and
Yeah,
the man's produce it. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be good quality. Crack
yeah.
Cool
Folks love the shirt in the sex club. It's a hit.
Oh, I love it.
It's
I
a
love
hit.
it. I love it. I
But no, like that research for the show, see what things happen. We meet folks, even though we don't do things in public. There's also things that we can also do in private, which is also my thing. So you gotta go where the action is for that.
yes, Sal. We've been had our t-shirts, but
But there's folks out there,
they
to kill it
haven't.
tell you and Pleasure Garden that has that philia. Like they'll go directly to the pit, which is a big pit that has bids in it, and for everyone and their mama to see, and they just be going at it like Greek going at it, ancient Roman style,
Mm,
and they get
people they don't know and people they just met.
yeah. People are they coming in couples, or they'll just the folks that there's like a railing where you can sit and you drink and whatever, and there's folks on the other side that like, hey, come on over, or if they like it, come on over to the other side and join in.
Sal,
So,
Sal said, "What's the pleasure garden?"
oh, it's like the biggest sex club we have in Philly.
So
It's
here's my
popping.
thing, and I know it seems like I'm being prudish and stuff, but I'm really not. I am not with having sex with randos.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I'll make out with like someone random, but going all that far on the first night time, not really.
I know a lot of people that have herpes, right? Young people, like it's a thing. It's an epidemic or something.
It is in Philly. It is.
And
Like we're
like,
number one, I think.
huh?
I think we're number one
Probably,
next to
but
Baltimore.
condoms don't condoms don't protect you from getting herpes. So I'm imagining this sex pit, and I'm just like, I don't know. That sound like trichomonas and
Well,
bacterial infections.
that type of place is a really good establishment, and there's a community there. So there, if folks that folks don't show up if they know they have something.
If they know, and do you? It's a whole fucking sex club. You want me to just believe that everybody is honest? A nigga for 4 years
Just
and
as I says, as a person like you would go,
I'm sorry.
like just as honest as someone like you would go. But
I
then
get
again, like there's also folks who go who don't partake just to be in the scene.
No, I get that, but I'm talking about the people who are engaging in sex.
Puerto
Like
Rico's number two. Oh, I didn't.
you want me to believe that everybody there is just honest? I don't believe that.
Yeah, because there's also stuff for those type of folks as well.
I don't believe. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. I listen.
Oh, fucking Ty
You,
had me
you,
out on the floor last on first Friday last time. But she was drunk as hell. But she just pulled my joint out and led me to the dance floor. I was like, oh no, it's going down.
she pulled your dick out and led you to the dance floor.
All the way to the dance floor.
She took
Everybody.
she wanted you to dance with your dick out.
Oh no, oh no. She gave me head on the dance floor.
Oh, on the dance floor.
On the dance floor.
I get okay. All
Like I
right.
said, she has a thing. She likes being watched. That's
Well,
the
I
thing.
know I've seen, y'all did the whole blowjob contest.
Oh
Before.
yeah, I forgot about the fucking blowjob contest.
Yeah.
That was my first introduction actually. So we crossed that bridge together.
So I don't want to say unfortunately, it was an interesting night. That's why I'm like I'm not approved. There was like a he Cardi took me to this place where they had like a dick sucking contest, and so they like all had all the chairs set up, and the men sat down in the chair, the women were sucking their dicks, and it was like a contest to see who sucked dick the best or whatever. It was interesting. It didn't do
Everybody's a winner.
it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything for me, and it's not that I don't like to watch certain things. I don't. I don't know if I would say I'm a voyeur. Like I'll watch it if it's in front of me. You know what I mean? But I don't crave it,
Yeah, I
and
don't crave it either.
I don't necessarily feel like, oh my god, like now I gotta go fuck somebody
Unless
because
it's like really hot or something, maybe.
they would have to be two exceptionally hot people,
Right.
and like porno sex and real life sex is just not the same. You know what I mean? Like it is not the same. When you're doing porno sex, you know that you're like posing, angling, and moaning and stuff for the camera. But when you're really having sex, like the ugly fucking faces you make, and it's just not this. It's not fucking the same. It's just not. And then it would make me self conscious. Who is tapping on my motherfucking door?
Tap tap tap.
I like.
Get this package.
I'm doing a goddamn show on somebody. Yes. I'm doing my show and you tapping on my goddamn door.
Go to bed.
What? Excuse me, y'all. This is black people. Keep talking, bro.
Black people. Like it's your family though.
I'm doing my show.
Actually, folks who are watching, we are going to the Pleasure Garden next week. The third. It's first Friday, so everyone doesn't have to pay a membership fee. It's like $50 to get in. So if you're in the Philly area on the third, you can go with me and my people and see how we get down. You make time for that, all right? You make the time.
Excuse me, y'all. So fucking ignorant.
You okay?
I told Chase to tell you to leave it outside on the chair. No. First of all, Chase supposed to be in the bed sleep. Anyway. Not as ice. I have no Hispanic in me at all. None.
I don't care. They're rounding up everyone person of color.
Child, now I'm gonna have to go back. This is why I normally do it.
They busting your shit. Oh, you got a Haitian flag? Oh, we're gonna deport your ass back to Haiti. Let's go.
Oh my god, I've never been to Haiti.
It don't matter. They'll send your ass there.
I'm cracking the fuck up.
And if you don't like it, then they'll send you to Indonesia. Real shit. That's what they're doing to folks.
But yeah, I kind of like. So what I like and what I have learned, right, is that I would be more of the Autagonistophilia person where like I'm not going to purposely set up a scenario.
But if it happens to be where it's at, it's going down.
Right. So I don't think I knew that about myself, but like I am dating someone who is definitely meets that criteria, right? And I'm like, oh, I think I kind of like this. I think I kind of like it.
Well, Janet Jackson, anytime, any place.
Well, yeah, definitely anytime, any place. Definitely anytime, any place. If I like you, we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure out some kind of way to do it. But I don't want to like guarantee know that somebody's going to see me. But if it's a possibility, maybe kinda. I could do that because that way I can
Right.
relax. I can relax and make my ugly faces
That's
and
an
all that
ugly
good stuff
face.
like that. Well, ugly to me, not ugly to him, but ugly to me. I can relax. I can do all those things and like
Have you ever been caught?
what having sex.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
in public?
Oh yeah. 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 But
Okay.
yeah,
Make sure it's
it,
just not me.
it had nothing traumatizing. Oh shit! I wanted to say something and I anyway. Yes, I've definitely been caught having sex in public. Uh
Did it stop you, or you was like, "All right, nigga, you nosy, keep it moving. I'm busy
so
here."
the guy was walking his dog.
Not the dog.
He was walking his dog and yeah. And he was like, "Oh." And he he wasn't cock blocking, he walked around the other way.
Be nice. Keep walking, Mister. Enjoy your day.
It's
Good to
when
see you here.
men, they were, oh, all right. Oh.
Let me not fuck up this moment. I ain't gonna be the one today.
That wasn't the only that wasn't the only time, but yeah. Yeah, definitely. The most that's the most recent time. So yeah. Yeah. And then it's like it's funny, but also it's a little embarrassing. Like, oh my god, I'm a grown ass woman. I just got caught having sex.
I'll be annoyed though.
Why?
I'm not embarrassed at all because I know what I came here to do. I'm just annoyed that I gotta stop and wait till you're gone. Or if it's like the cops be like, come on, you drawing, like do something else with your time.
I'm cracking up. And in the
I,
comments, anybody
I'm like,
been
how can I help you, officer? Like, fuck you won't.
you can go to jail for that though.
I don't know why that a crime. Like, if you're not hurting nobody and you just in your fucking car mind your own goddamn business, like, you're
And
not
you
gonna arrest me if I'm just sitting here talking. But as soon as my dick on her mouth, I'm the bad guy.
maybe they
Why am
did
I?
because they not getting that.
Well, go around the corner and pick you up a little something, something, and you do your job.
Not pick up a little something. No, they can't be fucking on a job.
This is Philadelphia, please. You don't think they do that shit all the
I
fucking
listen.
time?
It's a difference between what you do and what you're supposed to do.
Well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. They just need the money back. Got that business.
Anyway, before we wrap this up, everyone, anybody in the comments been caught having sex in public? Hmm. Hmm. No.
I know Sal has.
You think so?
I dumps it.
Definitely robotic. He's still frozen too. I'm cracking up. All right, guys. Oh, Sal, you said you did get
Sal
caught and
said it
it
was
was fun.
fun.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm cracking up. All right, so y'all keep your eyes out. Now that he said the people in the sex club, that's money will motivate me to go. All right.
Hmm.
I'm not opposed to going just to be having fun, but my idea of a fun night is not necessarily going to a sex club and watching people fuck. Like it's just not. I'm not a prude, obviously, because I have sex in public and
And
it's a
there's
good
other stuff.
time.
There's other kinky stuff there. Like, there's like whips and there's like
I got
crosses
my own
and
whip.
tables. There's a person I actually went to school with does wax play. So if you want a massage or you pour wax on, they have that there. Of course, you can bring your own
All the shit I
liquor,
got in the house.
and you
But go
can
ahead.
yeah, you bring your own liquor. They have all the juices that you want, so you can drink all you want. Just bring it, and it's a good community. So good music.
I'm just there to make money. So I can do that. I'll be there to make money.
There you
That works
go.
that works for me.
Yeah, wear
So
our shirts. We're like, hey, meet us in the parking lot when it closes, and we'll.
a
So
boot a bukkake room?
no, there is not. I mean, you can make it one, but there are private rooms that if you want to be more private, they have rooms that you can go into and do stuff like that,
I can go home,
or you can go home.
or I can go in the parking lot. I rather I rather have sex outside in the parking lot.
That happens too sometimes.
I would rather do that. Anyway, thank y'all for coming out for the second episode of season 5 of Unicorn Straight No Chaser. All right. Oh, Sal, by the way, before I forget, I did look up which you were talking about last week. Like, is it a kink that's associated with people
Or
who are
ugly people.
ugly people? And like that is not really, that's not really a thing. Not really a thing. Um
It's a thing for her though.
what I told you, the one I have now is not ugly. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but all the predecessors, yeah, you love the
You said
fuglies.
all of them? Every single man before was ugly?
So allegedly.
mm, mm. Well, I'm making up for lost time. The one now is
There you
not
go.
ugly at
Better
all.
late than never.
That's a good looking man. So there we go. That engages with all my fucking foolishness. I love it. Okay. So y'all, like I said, thank y'all for coming out. We will be back Thursday with some more debauchery. I don't know. I do want to do part 2 and do the pick the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, we're doing that part too. Don't forget to follow us on all the platforms, our Facebook group page. Events for October will be posted soon. Of course, we have our annual movie night and our game night. So look out for the dates for October for that. Come through and hang out with us. And don't forget to give us
Look, how you doing
some
announcements and you being a
stars.
robot?
Nice. And we got. I didn't know I was being a robot. Now I know. Now go ahead and finish.
So yes, as he stated before, we do a movie night every single month, and it's a good time. If you are in the Philadelphia area, of course, we definitely going to need to vet you before we just invite you over to our personal residence. But if you're in the Philadelphia area, you want to come out and hang out with us and have a good time. A lot of times the movie nights end up being impromptu game nights and all types of stuff. Like we always outside. The Panda Fest is coming up down at Dilworth Park. So if you like Asian food, I'm trying to see if the unicorns all want to go down there. I'm going regardless. I'm going regardless. But I'm going to go to Panda Fest, and I think we're thinking about going to Linvilla Orchards. Sal gonna make me punch him in his throat.
Yes, Linvilla. Get my apple cider.
We
Load
not
up.
doing no Tubi movies.
No, we
We're
ain't
not.
like them over there. We don't do that shit.
We're not doing it. So we're watching. I have all streaming services. I have all the streaming services. So we're gonna watch we agree on a movie and then we watch it. Sometimes maybe two. But it's spooky season. It's right around the corner. So we
Next
want to do
week.
something for spooky season. Yeah. But yeah, hit us up. Keep your eye out for events. We've been tossing around different things. Definitely want to go to a haunted house. Um, and what else? I'm trying to think.
I ain't doing a whole house.
All right, you ain't gotta come to the haunted house.
Yeah, I'll skip that one.
But no, actually, Jess, you could, because if they have other things there. Like, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't want to actually do the scary part. So they have a lot of other activities for you to do, food and all that stuff. For the people that don't want to engage in the scary part. So wherever we go, you should come and just do the other things. Oh, come on. Oh, scary movie night. Okay, you don't have to come to scary movie night, but we're gonna figure something out. And I know one of our other unicorns, Aaliyah, she wants to go to Linvilla Orchard where they do like
Yeah.
the
Hey,
hayride,
ride.
all that stuff like that. And I'm always down for it. I'm a big kid, so that sounds good to me. But yeah, if y'all have any ideas for events, if you follow me on any of my platforms, I'm at Siren by Night on Instagram. I'm at Siren _by Night on TikTok. Um, I'm at Siren by Night I'm on Facebook. We have a Unicorn Straight No Chaser page on Facebook, on Instagram. We have one on TikTok, but I don't really use that too much because we get censored. The things we talk about, we really get censored. So TikTok is kind of hard to do. And we also have our YouTube channel. So follow Unicorn Straight No Chaser on there, where we will be uploading all our old episodes. You can
Yes.
find all our old episodes on our platform. So Jess will be working on that. Hopefully, Jess and Darius. For everyone who came through tonight, we appreciate you. We love you. We'll be back next week for shenanigans, debauchery, and if you have any ideas for show topics, please do not hesitate in letting either one of us know. All right. So in the meantime, we'll take your acetaminophen.
Take that and all. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Whole